Studebaker experience proves that free workers and free management, dedicating their resources and their energy and their common efforts to a joint application of this task before us, can perform miracles of production, can create the economic resources out of which a fuller and richer and more secure life for the great mass of people will be possible.
Today, as always in time of national emergency, Studebaker is producing for the defense of America. Jet aircraft engines and military trucks are rolling off its production lines. At the same time, Studebaker goes forward with all vigor in its production of motor cars, looking to the future, seeking constantly to provide more transportation, economical, dependable transportation for more people of the world by building its vehicles with extra care and value. That's in keeping with the policy handed down from the Studebaker brothers. The man responsible for these far-sighted decisions is Mr. Harold S. Vance, chairman of the board and president of the Studebaker Corporation. Mr. Vance opened his address with these words.
I am responding to the many fine things which have been said about Studebaker tonight, not as an individual or as an officer of the corporation, but as a spokesman for all of the men and women who make up the Studebaker organization of today. Some of these associates of mine work in our factories, as did I many years ago. Some in our offices. Some in our sales outposts, which cover most of the world. Some are Studebaker dealers. Some work for Studebaker dealers, selling and servicing Studebaker products. All are important and necessary in the Studebaker organization of today.
Mr. Vance, proud as he must be of his corporation's enviable record, emphasized the continuing need of teamwork within the organization he heads. For teamwork is the key to successful industrial operation. Studebaker dealers could not function without a saleable product. Studebaker craftsmen could not be gainfully employed unless dealers found a market for their labor. So it goes. Management, labor, stockholders, office workers, dealers, all interdependent and working together. The past 100 years is an indelible chronicle. But what of the future? Mr. Vance gives us this hope.
I wish now to turn from the past to the future and to say to you that the real significance of this occasion is not that this day marks the end of Studebaker's first century, but rather that tomorrow marks the beginning of a new century for Studebaker. The difference between today and tomorrow is that today is pretty much an accomplished fact. Tomorrow holds unknown but boundless opportunity. Those of us who for the time being have charge of Studebaker's affairs see a future much more intriguing than the past.
Now, if I may, I would read you a letter I received recently. My dear Mr. Massey, we of the Studebaker organization are delighted to hear that you will narrate our centennial album and so reenact for the members of our far-flung organization who could not be with us some of the significance of the reaching of this milestone in the Studebaker history. A milestone reached in a large measure because of the years-long loyalty and tireless energy of those independent businessmen who sell the vehicles we make, the Studebaker dealers of America and other countries. Cordially yours, Harold S. Vance. It would be redundant for me to add to or rephrase this letter, for in a few brief sentences, Mr. Vance expressed a sentiment wherein he left little area for improvement. Returning once again to the Studebaker Centennial Dinner, a highlight of the affair was the performance of the Studebaker Male Chorus. These 50 men from the assembly lines, offices, and shops of the South Bend plant won the plaudits of all for their stirring rendition of a song especially written for the Studebaker Centennial. We hear them now, singing exactly as they sang then, rolling along for 100 years.
when Studebaker started 100 years ago, the famous founding brothers could never guess or know that when they built their wagons and hitched them to the stars, someday their name would shine in fame on horseless motor cars. Rolling along for 100 years, sing of the Studebakers, wagons and buggies and automobiles, sing of the Studebakers. Born in the year 1852, dream of a dream and it all came true. Smart as a whip or any old trick, sing of the Studebakers. Over America's hills and plains, wheels for a mighty nation. Thundering hooves and wagon trains, spirit of transportation. Rolling along for 100 years, pride of the grand lawmakers. Rolling along for 100 years, sing of the Studebakers. Roll, Studebaker,
Sing of the Studebakers. This is Raymond Massey bidding good luck, Godspeed, and best wishes to the entire family who proudly bear the name Studebaker.
You have just heard the Studebaker story with Raymond Massey as narrator.
rolling along for 100 years, sing of the Studebakers. Wagons and buggies and automobiles, sing of the Studebakers. Born in the year 1852.
industrial production, a tiny 19th century mill, the giant factory complex of the 1920s and 30s. Touch products that turn prairies into agricultural wonders. Inspect equipment that conquered America's enemies. Through life-size murals, you'll see how people lived and worked, how imagination, enterprise, and back-breaking effort turned dreams into reality. The displays in the Studebaker National Museum span the history of highway transportation, from the covered wagon to the experimental automobiles, leading visitors step by step through the development of technology and the evolution of industrial design. From the horse-drawn rigs of presidents to the horseless carriage very first Studebaker manufactured in 1919 in South Bend, to the last 64 Studebaker Daytona made in South Bend, one sees the heritage of enterprise, the trademark of giving more than you promise, on exhibit at the Studebaker National Museum. One museum under two roofs, in downtown